This is Chad and Dalton at Coyote Classics, and today we got our hats on backwards as we go through the lot and check out some of the new inventory.
Like father, like son.
Yep. All kinds of new stuff to check out. New inventory behind us, stuff in the shops and showroom. So let's get right to it. I don't know if I have the head for a backwards hat.
You don't wait about 10 years, you'll be bald, and it works really well. We have a really full inventory. I mean, just ask Lisa, my wife, when we got a super full inventory. Don't buy any more, Chad. Don't buy any more.
Well, we got, what, 24 that are here ready to go through the shops and detail and go on the website.
She's absolutely right. We have 38 or 40 on the website right now, 20 to 25 sitting, waiting to go through the shops. And that's what we're going to share with you guys today. We're going to share with you guys some of the cars that are sitting in the back that have not yet got put on the website.
I'll start with these Monties. These came from the same owner, both really nice. Want to open the hood on this red one. The gold one is a big black car. This one's a small black car, but and they're a little dusty, but the paint on this red Monty is fantastic. Look at the engine too, all clear coated, power steering, power brakes. We drove this one when we looked at it. It drives perfect. I'm not usually a huge Monte Carlo fan, but this one, the wheels, the stance, the paint job, that's one that I would drive every day. They're comfortable as hell too.
Let me tell you a little bit about the gold one. So both of these have the build sheets, the factory build sheets. This one has the build sheets, not to mention it also has like the original flyer. This one is the original colors, the gold with the black vinyl top, black bucket seat, console interior. And it's a numbers matching 400, which is the big block. Monte Carlos had the, instead of the 396, 402s, they called them the 400. So
what does the hood look like on this one? I know it's not cleaned up yet, but big black buckets with the console's really nice to have.
Air conditioning as well, which is pretty nice. And this has the original Protecto plate and everything.
Nice. Man, that's nice.
It is. Steering brakes, big block. This one needs a couple more little items than this one does. They're both great cars, and so this one's going to be priced just a couple $1,000s, a few $1,000s cheaper than the red one.
Yeah.
Even though it's a big block with air. That's how nice this red one is, Dalton.
Yeah, it's a show car. Yeah, very nice. As we go back, we have another Fairlane Fastback, which our red one that we had before sold like this, and this one's really quality car, and it's going to be a little cheaper than the red one, just a good driver quality car.
I really like this one a lot. I've got some brand new torque thrust wheels, some 15-inch with raised white letter tires. We're going to give this one, you can see right there, we've got a spark plug boot kit. We're going to go ahead and we've done a tune-up. Now we're going to make sure that the wires and stuff don't touch the manifolds. Go ahead and get a picture of this underneath the hood, D. This is how it comes in. We gave it a light buff, but look at just kind of grungy and stuff. This one sat a long time. Came from the same collection that the Trans Ams came from that we have.
Low mileage, mid-80s.
Yep. I drove this one home over an hour. Like an hour and 15 minutes I drove this home. It drove perfect, even with those old scabby looking wheels and tires.
Very nice. This black Chevelle, really, really straight. It's a post, and I kind of like that. You don't see it very often. This one's pretty special. It's got a 4-speed automatic transmission, big block with aluminum heads.
We're waiting on a brake proportioning valve on this, and that's the only reason it's not on the website yet.
Leather interior, beautiful dash, tilt wheel.
Don't you love that dash in the interior?
This thing's pretty sweet.
Paint and body is gorgeous. It runs great. We gave it a fresh tune-up, aluminum heads, power steering, power disc brakes on the front, aluminum radiator, and it's a gorgeous color combination, black with red interior.
Yeah, that's a neat car. And stick around, because once we get through this line, we're going to go inside and you'll see the ones that we have ran through the shop and detailed, and they're on the website. But we want to show you some of the stuff that's coming in first.
How about this one? This is a fantastic little Mustang coupe. It's a 1968 model. I ordered a bunch of new stuff for this right away when it came in. And Tim, I know you guys watch Tim a lot. He's been on a 2-week vacation. So this is a typical Tim car. We have new dash pad and some other new items, new steering wheel, stuff like that. So Tim's gonna go ahead and put this car together for us next week when he gets in. This has got power steering. This is a 351 under the hood of this one. So this has got some power. I've got a new dash pad. You see how this one's kind of warped?
Yep.
Even though it's not terrible, we're gonna go ahead and put a new dash pad on it. I don't think what
seats
else
are nice.
Yeah, seats are great. I got a new brake pedal pad. Just some little things to finish it up, wheel well trim. But this is a very, very solid and awesome, fast little Mustang.
It is.
Here's one out of the Kenny collection. I like that, Kenny collection.
If you haven't seen our video from last week, make sure you check that out. We went out to Kenny's farm last week, and he had a bunch of old cars. We ended up taking home 4 of them. This 50 Merc's a pretty neat one.
This is. I mean, this is, and he talked to us on the video. I sold this to Kenny about 18 years ago. The first year we started it up, 17, 18 years ago. So
that's awesome.
He's had it ever since. He's loved it, drives it. It's a cool car, and this one actually is ready. This is going to go on the website today. Jay's got it all washed up, detailed up. This one's going on the website. This one here.
This one's ready too for
detail.
detail.
Had a lot of people ask about this. We finally got it ready to go. All new plugs, wires. We had to do a new power steering pump, wiring. Just a ton of work on this 72. This is a 347 stroker with aluminum heads.
Yeah, it's a neat car, nice paint.
We put about a month worth of work in this off and on. Went through the brakes on it as well, so that's a good one.
And we do our best to try to find cars. We want to have kind of cars in every price range, quality cars in every price range. A good example of that, and we have some work that we're going to do to this Olds, but this is going to be a nice car for somebody.
I think in the mid, probably in the, depends on how far we go, but probably in the mid 20s, you know, but it's a convertible. We took it in right away. It drove awesome. It has white bench seat interior. Seems like all original interior. Corners of the doors are solid. We'll buff this. We'll order an emblem for it and just run it through our check-in. It's been checked in, but we haven't went ahead any further than that. Last but not least on this row of stuff going in, this one I ordered some 17-inch torque thrust for. The wheels aren't bad and tires aren't bad, but it just doesn't pop with the paint on the car.
Yeah, mud flaps got to go. But the paint on the car is really beautiful, and when it, beautiful shine, a lot of metallic, and it's kind of a strawberry red. Nice interior.
It's a nice car. We get those 17-inch torque thrusts. It's really solid underneath. The inside, I've got some new stuff coming for that as well. It just kind of gives you an idea how they come in, right? That air cleaner's got to go. There's just some stuff that we'll detail the engine bay and do some stuff like that. But this is kind of how some of these cars come in. New steering wheel. We got all new dash applique. All that stuff will all be new. Just kind of go through it, get it cleaned up.
So those are the ones that are coming soon. Let's go inside and check out the ones that are on the site. In this showroom today, I think Brady and Michael are getting ready to move some of the sold cars out and take them to storage while they await shipping. We sold, I think the farthest car away that we sold this week is going to Mexico.
Yeah.
Not too often.
That's our little Mustang back there, right?
Yeah. This one's going to central Mexico.
We've never really sold many to Mexico. If you look at our board, later before we close up, we'll show our board again, kind of where everything went, and just see if there's any down to Mexico, but I don't think we've done that. Another car, ooh, that sounds good, doesn't it?
That does.
This one sold, the guy came in, bought it, fell in love with it. We're waiting on wrist reverse lights, everything else is done on it, right?
Yep, that's a pretty car. Sounds good too.
I want to pinpoint this, 16,000 original miles, Dalton, 16.
This one's pretty special.
All the original stickers, original paint, original leather interior. This one's priced at $18,999. It's a 1985 model, but if you look at this thing, new tires, other than that, recent tune-up. Great car.
It's like brand new, 16,000.
You don't have, and Ryan drove this one home an hour and 15 minutes.
Nice.
This came from the same guy as the Fairlane we just looked at.
The old Redbird.
Yep. This is a nice car. The guy that owned this Redbird had the blue Trans Am that we have with the T-tops. Also had a Bluebird, another Redbird that needed restored. Just all kinds of Trans Ams. Unfortunately, he passed away, and we bought a couple off his collection. The purple GTO, I put it on, when did I do that? Monday night? Yeah, put it on Monday night. We've already got 2 or 3 people pretty much lined up to buy it. I mean, why not? It's
really
laser straight, the interior's great.
Rare color combination, super straight, solid body. That's a 67 GTO.
Yeah, a few paint imperfections, but the body's awesome.
71 Challenger sold.
This sold right away too, but we had to do, here's the things that it had a little whistle around the windshield, and it was annoying, right? A lot of dealers and stuff would sell it that way. We made a special appointment. It took a couple weeks to get in, but we're gonna pull that windshield out,
Yep.
reseal it all just so that it doesn't have that wind noise, you know?
That's a good looking Mustang.
Going to Mexico.
That straight 6 with the 3 carbs on there. Got an old 442.
We've had a lot of calls on this lately, on that 442. And I really thought it'd sell a little quicker just with the stance and the dual 4s and stuff like that. But
yeah, it's a neat car.
here's another one. I think it may be the color, but once you see this in person and you get behind the wheel, this is about one of the nicest GTAs you're ever gonna find.
Yeah, very nicely restored. Here's the board chat I was talking about. So we've been trying to stick pins in all the places we've sold cars. Down in New Zealand, we've sold a lot more than 2 to Australia.
Right.
But we're still,
yeah.
We just started this a while back. All kinds to Europe. It looks like that's where it's going in Mexico. It's the only one we sold in.
I'm sure she already put it in there.
Yep.
Cool, but look though, I mean, Cuba, you'd think we'd sell a few more to Cuba. Dave, you selling anything?
I think there's an embargo. I don't think
72 Chevelle.
You just sold it?
Yeah, we just sold it.
Nice. It's a good
All
car.
right, black car.
There's a trade embargo. You can't really sell nothing to Cuba, but they do have a lot of old cars there.
Look at this, Brazil. You know, all the Fast and the Furious
What?
movies.
I like your energy today.
Well, I just don't understand. Fast and Furious movies, all in Brazil, all that shit about old cars. How come we can't sell a car to Brazil?
I don't know. Come on, guys.
Come on, guys.
Come on, Van Diesel, what the hell, man? We need some help. Seriously, though.
70.
Hey, don't, just wait. We dropped the price on this nice 70 Charger. You guys got it. If somebody's looking for one and you want a freaking nice one, it's right here.
Yeah.
One of the nicest ones around, period. Not a numbers matching car, but quality-wise,
Very highly restored.
it's very, very, very nice.
Our 2 beautiful Mustang. This is kind of Mustang alley. We got a 65
I
and
was just
6
gonna say the
coupe.
same thing.
We got a little 80s Mustang going on. Got a 73 Mach 1.
Real quick though, this coupe, and I'm not gonna get into it. If you guys are looking for a Mustang, this little dark red coupe is probably one of the nicer driving ones and the nicest one we have. And just look at the quality of it.
Yeah, it's a really nice car.
And it's a 4-speed.
Exactly. And how about this? This is a real deal GT Mustang, priced at $30,995.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't think it's the color. We've had a lot of interest in the color. People like the color.
And the cars, there's nothing wrong with the car either. Great car. Runs,
Real
drives
GT.
awesome. So we got a 73 to my left. We have a 70 fastback right here.
Here's another one. This is a rust-free car. Go to our website, coyoteclassics.com. Check out the doors, check out the floor pans. Listen, the door buzzer still works. I mean, this is a very, very nice, basic fastback that they turned into a 302 Boss clone.
Me and Michael got the showroom lined up a little bit today. Got our 2 Trans Ams here. Both those are awesome cars. This is the 72 Chevelle Dave was talking about that he just sold as we were walking through.
Just taking the paperwork into Aaron right now. And what a great car. We had this one painted. We did the black stripes. We did a lot of work to this one, and it's a badass car.
What do you think of me and Michael's angles we made in here? It looks pretty good. We got our satellite and then overly restored GS convertible.
Overly restored is right, Dalton. I mean, this one is just gorgeous. I love the color. I love everything about it. 4-wheel disc brakes, beautiful engine bay. How about this one? We did a highlight on this purchase on this one. It's a great car.
Yeah.
I don't know what more a guy would want. You got a high-powered 360 numbers matching. I think we might sell the Camaro today too. We got 2 or 3 on that. We've got some people on this gorgeous plum crazy purple Challenger.
Then we got our 71 Challenger, the shaker hood 440.
Look at the nose styling difference between a 72 and a 71. I just love them. I love them both, but the 71, I can see why a 70, 71 are so sought after. I mean, that front nose on that 71 is gorgeous. Even as we go into the Camaro and a 69, and then we go into a 73. I mean, you got about every year here but 70, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's neat. All right, we'll head out to the shops. I think a couple of the guys are probably taking out cars out to storage, but talk to the guys that are still here.
Like we mentioned earlier, you know, we have so many freaking cars. I mean, look at, here's what we do. Mike heard just a little power steering noise, right, on a sold car. It's gonna be going out. Not sure that we missed it, but maybe something happened there. Mike didn't miss it. He's going to figure out what's going on. Mike, real quick, we heard that little screech. Is that what you're trying to figure out?
Yeah, power steering belt was loose.
Good catch.
It's awesome.
Tightened up.
Sometimes stuff happens like from moving
Just
it from
sitting
here to
there,
there, right? Or you put a little detail stuff on it and it gets... Thanks a lot, Mike. Thanks for hearing that and getting it taken care of before the customer got it.
Mike's working on checking in the Mustang Fastback.
This is going to be a cheaper fastback. It looks good. It's a 10-footer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Black, red stripes. It's got a good look. It's a small block with a 3-speed manual transmission. Getting it in, going to go through it a little bit. This one's going to be probably priced around that $44,000, $45,000 for a fastback. They're hard to find in that price range.
Yeah, they are. Over here we got Kenny's hydraulic mobile.
Look at Kenny's hydraulic, man. That thing looks so awesome. It's coming. I did go ahead. We had these Keystone wheels and tires sitting in the shed, and I didn't really find anything else that they really fit on. And this had Keystones, but they were really shitty ones.
Kenny's cleaned up really well.
It did, didn't it?
Oh, Charlie's got the stage lighting.
Look at the paint on it. Really, we didn't buff it or anything because we're not going to get crazy with it, but it doesn't look bad at all. It's a good looking car.
It is a neat car, and the hydraulics are a lot of fun.
Nice. Whoa! And he's got hydraulics. That was the funniest thing.
Hell yeah.
Thing sounds good, doesn't it?
Oh, it's a 460 in there, man.
He's got hydraulics. It's funny.
Mark's lifting up a low mileage 79 Z28 Camaro. I think this one got 50,000 original.
1 second, Mark, will ya? I've got to show this a little bit because this one was almost going to be out front. Mark, how do I get skis out of this? This one was almost going to be out front in that lineup because this one's been checked in as well. So if you're looking for a really nice 79Z, this is a numbers matching 51,000 original mile car. What are you doing to this one, Mark?
Rear brakes, I had wheel cylinders leaking, either aren't bad. Basically, that's, right now, I get that done.
Did you do a tune-up on this one or didn't?
Not yet.
Not yet. You're going to though?
I will, I'm going to drive it first, see how it runs.
Okay.
Then that'll tell me if I need to tune it up or not.
Good.
I'll put a new battery in it. The battery's been set for a
Long time.
long time.
This was at the back of his building with 40 cars in it, and it fired right up, and we drove it out of there.
I rotated tires too, so
Good, good.
see
Good
how
job.
things go.
I want to show you a little bit on the inside on this one, doll. If you can just peek in the inside. This is original interior. It's a real Z. Besides the aftermarket equalizer and radio, it's freaking all original and perfect in there. Look at the trunk. I want to point this out. This paint's going to look really good when Michael gets it buffed too.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it buffed. They said he had to collect about 55 low mileage cars, and
Look at this.
that's original paint.
That's nice, huh? There's new graphics kit. Look at the trunk.
Man,
Isn't that nice?
100% original. Perfect.
So how's this?
Even like the paint on the little, I guess, kind of under the package tray back there, still
Look
original and
look
really
where the
clean.
jack is still.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a really quality car, and you're seeing it raw. This is how this one came in, but we're still going to go through it, do the brakes, do the stuff that it needs to make it a great driver.
Yep.
I'm done, Mark. What do you want to do?
Jay's working on your car.
I say this is my car. This came from that package too. And when I got in that huge building and I seen this thing, I had one of these, not a Trans Am. I couldn't afford it at the time. I was 18, 17. But I had like an 87 Firebird that I had a sunroof put in. So when I seen this 84, it's got 34,000 actual miles. I'm like, I've got to have it.
Yeah, if you guys seen Kit from Knight Rider, this is that same car. You'll recognize the hood. Kit was black, but
they did that 82, 83, and 84 with that same hood.
Yeah, that's cool.
But this one's clean, man. Original interiors. Isn't this nice, Jay?
Brand new.
It's like brand new. Even before you even got to it.
Pretty much clean already.
What do you think, Jay? Would you get a name for this at all?
Snowball.
Snowball.
Fucking snowball.
Snowball. So I'm definitely not keeping it now.
No.
If I gotta name it Snowball. All right.
Snowball.
But it is a cool car. I kind of thought about just keeping it in my garage, but you know, everything's for sale.
That's a neat car. I should have known better when you said you were going to keep it around a while. That never happens.
Well, I don't know. I didn't build this business by keeping classic cars, Dalton.
I know. All right, last stop for today's video will be in Justin's Bay.
Oh, cool. Yeah, what's Justin working on today?
We get a lot of questions from, a lot of emails, people seeing this El Camino in the background. Do you want to, ask it if it's...
Yeah, so we don't do restorations here. I took this restoration on a long time ago for a really awesome customer, Skip. I feel terrible that it's not done, we all do. But we get so busy getting new cars in and out all the time, right? That's how we make our living, that's how 20 people get paid here. So, but we get to this as much as we can. We're pretty much done. Check out the gauges. Skip, I know you'll probably be watching too. So we went ahead and went with the newer updated gauges.
Nice.
They look great in there too, don't they?
Yep, they're all the modern digital style, but chronological face, so
Nice.
and everything's all electronic now. So
Nice. We got to a point, there was like 2 or 3 gauges that didn't work. We're like, why try to dick with that anymore?
Yep.
Well, we also had a few things under front end parts that we did. I think this is pretty much it now. Package tray, and after he gets this done, we'll drive it again, and it's pretty much mechanically done.
exactly.
Yeah, these are just neat cars.
Definitely. The yellow, here's another thing. Just want to point out to some customers. I mean, after they're sold, they all run through the sold ticket, and we do our best to find anything else that really jumps out at us. Like on this yellow truck, it ran and drove great, but the turn signals wouldn't cancel. So look at the amount of work that has to go into that we put in, and it's basically free, right? We don't charge a guy.
Could call them out.
Yeah, a lot of work goes into it, and we're waiting for a part on that. Should be here tomorrow.
Awesome. Hey, thanks for watching this week's Wednesday walk around. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Comment down below what your favorite car was in this video, or your favorite car that you've had in your life. We want to hear about it, so comment it down below. Let us know what you used to drive.
Exactly. If you guys seen any of those cars, those 12 cars parked out front, that you guys have some interest in, give our salespeople a call. I know we want to reduce our inventory a little bit here going into fall, so give the guys a call.
Hey, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.